70 kids dead on the compound with Callie first. This is what the highest told Richard in the last week's episode of Tyler Perry's The Oval. Now, clearly Nancy has lost her God-loving mind, right? She's gone. She's already told us that she wanted to go and hang out with Elder Mother on the compound, like they're at the country club, right? So on the trailer for next week's episode, we see Richard standing outside the gate on the phone talking to Sam. He been talking to Sam for 2 seasons, right? Sam ain't did jack. He ain't did nothing. The only thing he says is what we already know. We've got men on the inside. No one else has gone to the compound. No one is thinking about the compound. The last time Richard went to the compound, it was him, Sharon, and Dale. And their truck got ran off the road, right? And they thought they were all goners. They thought they were dying. But yet and still, you find yourself back at the compound. But now Richard is there with a whole new energy. He knows that they have Nancy, right? And she's drugged out of her mind. They've already taken Barry out. He told him that in last week's episode. So he knows that this guy, the highest, is taking over his entire family, his entire livelihood. And in my opinion, he needs to be calling somebody else other than Sam, because Sam ain't gonna do nothing. He's too busy trying to keep Bobby off Priscilla, right? And getting his SPD roll down the street. So he ain't really stunned Callie right now, or Barry for that matter. Richard should have did something to them when they were in his house, right? And where is Miss Jody? Miss Jody doesn't miss anything. If he was going to do something, he missed the opportunity. He should have taken them out when they were in his house. Why would you follow them all the way back to the compound? And you know you're by yourself because you're on the phone with Sam. The time to do something with them would have been at that time. Like what? I don't know. I've given up on this one, because it's like, I really think that we may be nearing the end of Ruthless. And I really hate to say that. I don't want the show to end, but season 4 may be the last season, because what else can happen, right? You know, what more can go on? The only thing that we can do, if we're going to continue to enjoy the episodes, is everything has to take place on the compound. You have to come up with some new strategies, some new obstacles, some new things to get into, new storylines just on the compound. You know, if you've already gotten rid of Barry, you might as well get rid of, anything that's tied to Barry, so that you can disconnect the Oval from Ruthless. And that way Ruthless can be a standalone, because the things that the people are doing on the Oval as it relates to Ruthless, I don't know, it's running out of things to do as far as trying to rescue little Callie. So just because we see Richard standing there alone, I really hope that this is not the case, because the highest may make good on his promise and, take these 70 children and just lay them at the gate, because Richard doesn't want to listen. And brainless Nancy will be a goner. So I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about what happened on last week's episode, as opposed to what's going to happen on this week's episode? Like, what's going to happen behind those gates? Is Richard alone? Is he by himself? Will the highest make good on his promise about these children? So drop me your comments and your theories below. And if you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And if you're a fan of Tyler Perry's Ruthless and The Oval, go ahead and sub to the channel for more videos just like this one. Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.